Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Zaire, BattleThon. A trial is starting for 350 mafia crime organizers. A trial. It's 350 plus mafia members in the world's richest criminal organization. This is going down in Italy, right? The largest family trial has been set, right? So just think about it, right? Here we go. All of this stuff is going on our soil, right? We've seen so many movies. We watched the movies, you know, The Godfather, Scarface, Donnie Brasco. We've seen all these movies, right? And the mob has showed us over the years that they were very organized in the way they did certain things. They invested into Hollywood, you know, they invested into the stagehand coaches in the union so that way they can be able to have say over what movies and gets put out in Hollywood. They invested into Las Vegas. They were very structured in how they did things. They bought real estate. They made sure they strong-armed their way into the construction industry. And to this day, I'm one of the people that always say, if it wasn't for the mob, felons may not be able to have construction jobs. If it wasn't for the mob, felons wouldn't be able to have a lot of labor jobs. I always say that. Because I say logically, when these guys started organizing themselves and you had Big Tony and Big Johnny and Big Richie big coming home from doing bids, these dudes needed jobs. And how could they get a job and keep these people off of them? We own it. We own the company. You know what I mean? Get in with the politicians. Make sure they change the laws. And this is what the mob did. So, but here we are. Largest mafia trial Italy has seen in decades began yesterday. So yesterday, Wednesday, January 13, 2021, over 350 members of one of the world's largest and richest, most powerful crime syndicates was put on trial. 'Ndrangheta, which is the end. I gotta see if I'm saying this right. This is big. The reason why I say that is because even with everything that we've seen, it's very rare that you hear anything about the mob on this soil. I think the last time we heard about anything from the mob was Whitey Bulger, when the feds was going after them a few years ago. But you don't really hear anything about the mob because they're so quiet, right? The trial is expected to take about a year. Wow. Year-long trial. Prosecution indicating that they hope to call more than 900. That's insane. The prosecution is saying that they're going to call 900 witnesses. 900 witnesses? God damn. Including members of the group who turned informant in some former ranks of Costa Nostra in Sicily. Wow, the defendants face charges including murder, extortion, drug trafficking, money laundering, and other crimes in connection with the 'Ndrangheta. The group reportedly controls 80% of the cocaine trade in Europe. Wow. Look how crazy the story is getting. This mob group, right? This mob group controls 80% of the cocaine flow in Italy. In Italy, they control the cocaine flow. Wow. Let me put this on manual 1 second. I gotta do manual with this. Yeah, I gotta do manual with this. 80% of the flow, they control that? So, they control 80% of the flow, right? They control 80% of the flow, right? In Europe. So if they control 80% of the drug flow, cocaine flow in Europe, then what other places do they have a hand in? Good question, right? Check this out, right? They control 80% of the cocaine trade in Europe, right? And they also have ties to America, Australia, and Africa. That was my next point. Because Europe has their hand in Africa. Great Britain, United States, right? if these families have a 80% cocaine flow in Europe, then you can only imagine the control they have in a lot of other places that we don't know about. Places that we don't know about, right? They just mentioned America, Australia, and Africa, right? That's cool. I know it's more than that. It's got to be way more than that. I also want to mention to y'all that the Italians were the ones who said, let's start Bank of America. That was the Italians. Nobody else thought about putting that together except the Italians. The Italians were the ones who decided to start Bank of America. They did that to bring wealth to their people, to solidify some type of financial security for the Italians. That's what they did, right? So now check this out, right? Prosecutors allege that the organization brings in $55 billion a year, which is more than the cartels in Mexico and Colombia combined. Do you understand how crazy that is? They bringing in $55 billion a year, and they're saying that this is off of extortion, kidnapping, murdering, racketeering, drug dealing. It's a whole cartel in Italy. Now, we knew they was getting crazy in Italy. We already knew that. If y'all was paying attention to Godfather of Harlem, you saw one homeboy said, Joe, I got a plug. You know what I mean? Got a zip. That's what they call them. I got a zip. So what do you mean you got a zip? So I got a zip, yo. You know what I mean, guy. Anytime I want something done, I call this guy and he comes in and he cleans the job up. A zip. Then you seen the dude come in. Godfather Harlem. If y'all seen that, you seen dude come in. Crept through, had the whole joint on. Yeah, okay. Who I'm going after? You know what I mean? Had the whole joint. They get crazy in Italy. They getting crazy over there. Right? Check this out. 55 billion is a lot. Because I'm sorry to go off, but I'm on. I'm off, but I'm on. They said there's a certain particular person. They put him in Rolling Stones, right? Cartel. He's the owner, leader, head dude of the cartel in Mexico. I don't want to say El Chapo. This dude is making $5 to $10 billion a year trafficking through the air. He was in the Rolling Stones. Go look it up. It's the Obama's on the cover, 2000 and I want to say a 2008, 2009 issue. They say he trafficked so much drugs through the air. They was closely estimating at least $5 to $10 billion a year. These dudes are doing $55 billion a year collectively, right? The trial began following an investigation of 12 clans linked to a convicted 'Ndrangheta boss, Luigi Mancuso. Luigi served 19 years in prison for his role in leading what investigators allege is one of the 'Ndrangheta's most powerful crime families based in the town of Vibo Valentia, right? This trial is taking place at the La Misia Therme bunker, where TV screens were placed on the ceilings for participants to view the proceedings. There are also enough tables for 600 lawyers to work on while socially distancing. They have, you understand how big this trial is? Let me say these things to you. Key things. 350 members of one of the world's largest and most richest powerful crime syndicates. 900 witnesses. These are key facts. 350 members of one of the world's largest, richest, most powerful crime syndicates. Right? 900 witnesses to be called during this case. 900. They are estimating that this family accumulates somewhere within the range of $55 billion a year based upon everything that they do collectively. Racketeering, extortion, murdering, drug dealing, kidnapping. $55 billion a year. They have been investigating 12 different clans. Luigi Mancuso served 19 years. They got 600 lawyers. They have 600 lawyers working on this case. Do you understand how insane that sounds? 600 lawyers working on one case? Wow. You got 600 lawyers working on a case? You know how crazy that case got to be? I heard of 5 lawyers. Shit, I've heard of people having 10 lawyers on their side. 12, 15 lawyers. I've heard that. Oh, we got 8 lawyers working on this case. 600 lawyers? And mind you, they're social distancing because, you know, Italy was hit hard with the coronavirus. But they said there's enough room for 600 lawyers to be social distance, 6 feet apart. That's 600 times 6. That's 3,600 feet. That's 1,200 yards. Man, listen, don't mind me. I just love math. But either way, y'all get my drift. This is big. 350 crime family members to come to court. 900 witnesses and 600 lawyers working on the case. God damn. Yo, listen, man. All of this stuff that's going on in the pandemic, please stay on point, y'all. Please stay on point. I've never heard of this family before in Italy. Ever. And when I tell you I love history, I love reading, I love sociology, I love different areas. I'm not surprised that I didn't hear about them, but I'm surprised because it just goes to show you that there's so much going on still out there in the world and we have no idea. The minute that you think you know, you don't know. That's when you lose everything. But I don't know. I'm still learning. I'm still learning, just like we all are. But y'all already know what it is, man. Love, life, and loyalty is the motto. Stay safe, stay real, and stay true. Y'all been rocking with BattleThon. I'm going to continue rocking with you. 1.